Isang Aussie sports journalist ang naglabas ng sama ng loob matapos makatanggap ng mga death threats mula sa mga Filipino basketball fans. Yes sir, good day everyone. Ako nga pala si Kino at welcome sa aking channel From the Sideline.
Redlocks killing.
From the Sideline.
Launches a three. Bang, bang! Puts up a three.
So eto mga sir, kanina habang naghahanap ako ng update patungkol dito kay Kai Sotto, may nabasa ako sa Twitter mula kay Jackson McDonald bilang isang Filipino basketball fans at tagahanga na rin ni Kai. Kasi sabi niya dito, Kai Sotto and Filipino basketball fans, listen to this podcast. The responses I've been getting in the public have been fine, but the DM death threats I've been receiving is too much. Kaya nagka-interest tayo na pakinggan yung podcast na to. Pero bago natin na pinakinggan to, para magkaroon ako ng idea kung tungkol saan to, inistok ko yung kanyang Twitter account at yung kanyang mga recent post. Meron siya rito na comparison between two players, player A at player B. Yung isa rito si Kai Sotto at yung isa si Luke Jackson na naglalaro na not a basketball player kundi football player na dyan sa Australia. Dito naging medyo critical kung bakit siguro may mga Filipino basketball fans ang hindi ito nagustuhan. Ayon dito kay McDonald, yung nagagawa ni Kai Sotto sa junior competition ay hindi na daw niya nagagawa dito sa NBL. May kasunod pa to, baka hindi nabasa ng ilan sa ating mga kapwa Pinoy basketball fans. Ayon dito kay Jackson McDonald, hindi niya sinasabi na bad player at hindi magiging mahusay na basketball player itong si Kai Sotto. Sabi niya, it takes time at kaya nga daw nag-sign siya ng multi-year contract dito sa NBL. 1 to 2 years, he will be fine. Yan ang sabi ni Jackson McDonald. Then meron daw isang basketball content creator na nag-upload ng video. At patungkol nga daw yon sa sinabi niya tungkol dito kay Kai. Yung video wala na, binura na ng uploader. In fairness naman, doon sa nag-upload ng video, wala naman siyang sinabing against o masama patungkol dito kay Jackson McDonald. Yung mga Pinoy na mga nagko-comment at may mga nagme-message nga daw sa kanya na nakakatanggap siya ng mga death threats. At tinag pa nga ni McDonald itong NBL commentator na naging kritiko ni Kai Sotto na si Matt McQuaid na nakatanggap din ng pangbabash sa mga Filipino basketball fans. So ito isang mabilis lang at maikling reaksyon kung ano ba masasabi ko patungkol dito bago natin pakinggan yung paglalabas ng sama ng loob ni Jackson McDonald sa podcast sa 3 in the Key. Marami kasi sa ating mga Filipino basketball fans, iba ang pagtanggap sa constructive criticism. Yung iba, balat sibuyas pagdating dito. Mas nasasaktan pa yung fans kaysa dun sa taong pinatatamaan. Ito nga si Kai, di ba? Chill lang. Kaya tayong mga fans, relax lang din tayo. Huwag tayo masyadong insensitive. At kung meron nga siyang death threat na natatanggap, kung meron lang sobra nga naman yun. Pero tayo kasi sanay na dyan, dito nga sa Pilipinas. Example na natin, PBA, Philippine Basketball Association. May mga fans dyan na halos makipagpatayan na para sa kanilang favorite team. So ayun lang mga sir, pakinggan natin. Ito nga si Jackson McDonald.
This is a big moment for me actually. So let's just get this up.
This is your sixth man, you're in the finals.
This is my moment. This is my time to shine.
Bit of a peek behind the curtain here for the viewers. Normally, if we talk, we would unmute ourselves. I'm unmuting myself on the basis that this is something hilarious. I want to.
JJ, unmute yourself as well.
Okay, everybody get ready.
Go for it, Jackson. The floor is yours.
Thank you. First off, I never hated Sotto. Never have, never will. Unless if he forearms a Wildcats player like Josh Childress, but that's the only way that I would ever hate him. In fact, I like Sotto. He has a great package that most talents don't have. He's a massive 7'2", 7'3", large wingspan, very quick for his size, can dribble, can shoot three, can score anywhere, and can block anything. I posted this on my Instagram story when he was signed to Adelaide, that he was an amazing signing, not just for Adelaide, but for the entire league. The exposure, the eyes on the league, everything I loved. It was a legitimate signing. Now, we fast forward to 2 days ago. I do these anonymous player comparisons with their stats on Twitter, and then I go on to reveal them for fun. And I did one on Dieng and Travers a couple of weeks ago, and I did this one not on NBL stats, but from stats that took place in 2018 at the FIBA Under-17 World Cup, in which Kai Sotto played for the Philippines, and Luke Jackson, who's now known as a premiership player for the Melbourne Demons and NAB rising star in the AFL. Jackson was playing for Australia, obviously. I did this comparison not for Filipino audiences. I did this comparison for Australian audiences that might not know that Jackson was so good at basketball because of the term of basketball background. But it was a comment on how Basketball Australia keep missing out on good talents that go to other sports. Sotto was merely there just as an NBA prospect, which I could compare Jackson to. But I went on to say that Sotto dominated his junior competitions because of his size and how he can't replicate those stats currently in the NBL because, well, ask Damien Martin how physical the NBL is and I'll get back to you. I went on to say... Well done. I went on to say that he signed a 3-year contract in Adelaide for a reason, so that in a year or two's time he'll be strong enough to be an NBA caliber player. Anyway, my comparison was made into a video by this channel, and I'm just going to say this, I may butcher a couple of names here. So, Kapayat Sports. And at first I was shocked that my little funny Twitter thing was made into a YouTube video, but I was also flattered that the guy called me a sports journalist, so cheers for that. Thanks to Twitter, I had many people helping me translate this video, and basically what it was is him saying that Sotto cannot duplicate those stats at the World Cup into the NBL because of his playing time and him just starting in the league. Nothing bad about me, which is good. Thank you to North Prince and Kakam Pink. I'm going to butcher so many names in this for the translation. I really appreciate it. However, because of that video, let's just say I've been given some advice from some Sotto fans. By the way, that's keeping it PG for all the parents out there. These accounts were going after me when they didn't understand what I was even trying to say. One guy doesn't understand how Twitter works, completely missing the reply that I made to a tweet about why I was doing it. Thank you, JJ, for showing the guy what I was going on about earlier on. Cheers, mate.
No worries, mate. Anytime.
Yeah. But this other guy called me an analysis comedic. Called my analysis comedic. Gee, that's terrible English there. Sorry to everybody out there. He told me that I attacked Sotto, which I never did, and then he said, and I quote, "I used to think everyone in Australia are intelligent, but after seeing McDonald's spelled MC, analytics, not analysis, after talking to you, which was Dom, my impression has drastically changed." That's part of the quote as well. He went on to say, and I would keep this show PG, but McDonald, yet spelling my name wrong again, is an insult dumbasses. And it's like, it's not even spelled English. And he had to explain, basically, I'm saying that he is a clown. And somebody even called me Ronald McDonald before deleting his reply, like a true champion that he is. I haven't heard that one since primary school, champ, so good on you. Real original content there. I never once said I hated Sotto. Sotto is a terrific young player, and even a better person by all reports. The guy's all class. Who isn't all class, however, the fans that are taking something out of context and spitting it around and messaging me death threats. That's where I draw the line. Nobody should be doing that. If you are of a high standard, you will not do that. I've already said the stuff that was out in the public on Twitter, but I think this podcast will become a hard eye if I say the stuff that was sent to me directly, so I won't. In closing, I say this. Filipino fans out there, if you're watching, I know that you're listening, so pay attention. Without a shadow of a doubt, you're one of the best fan bases in the world for basketball, bar none. You've earned the right to host the World Cup for a reason. However, this behaviour is too much. The stuff you have been sending me, the stuff you have been sending to Matt McQueen as well, and everyone else in the NBL bubble has been too much. Please stop. Finn.